Too bad. Welcome, everybody. We have made it to number 50. Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear?
Yes, you can hear. I can hear.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. How
Episode
you doing,
50.
Woo!
50. Woo!
How you guys doing?
I'm all right. I'm great. Nothing big happening in the sports world today at all. So I'm pretty lax, you know.
Well, so something
big
big did happen. Let's congratulate the Australians and New Zealand for winning the bid for the Women's World Cup in 2023. So our friends down there in Australia, More Than a Game podcast, Tommy Say, Kobe Liss, Jesse Farmar, all those guys down there. Congratulations to you guys, and I'll see you guys in 3 years.
Wait, so Tommy's last name has been Say this whole time, and you guys just let me call him Tommy C this entire time? I literally did a thing like this when I was like C like swim, but his name's Tommy Say this entire time. Tommy, my apologies. You're a good man for not calling me out on saying your last name wrong. I appreciate you. You guys follow More Than a Game podcast.
Tommy Say. I could be wrong.
Tommy Say right. Or C. Whatever. We'll find out. He'll let us know on Twitter.
Yeah, he'll let us know. Yeah, so. But congrats to everyone down in Australia. Mario's like frozen right now. So, we'll keep, but congratulations.
Gonna win it. So, anyways,
Colombia, whatever, man. A big FU to the FFA for voting for Colombia. You guys are on my shit list now. You'll be on my fuck you list from now on. Because how can you vote against beautiful A-League teams? Look at these shirts, people. Look at that. Remember, guys. Follow me on Twitter.
Why are you hating on my country?
Because I want to go to Australia, bro. I'm not going to get shot in Australia like I am going to be in Colombia.
Not going to get shot in Colombia?
Watch some drug lord fucking shoot me down there.
You'll be fine. Those days are not like they used to be. Okay, so... all right. Enjoy your vino, bro. We are jumping straight into the action of the big 5-0. We are going to start off in the Premier League. Does anybody want to take over the scores, or should I just go and start?
Come on, Gaffer.
Yeah,
rattle them off.
All right, this whole Gaffer boss thing is going to get old super quick. I'm just going to let you guys know right now. All right, so Tuesday we had Leicester and Brighton. Brighton, after beating the good old Gunners, they end up with a 0-0 draw, 2 goose eggs. Leicester, I don't really know what you're doing anymore. Tottenham beat West Ham. I don't know why. Anyways, 2-0. Mourinho beats the good old boy Moyes. Come on, Moyes, you're tripping out, bro. But he doesn't have an attack, so I'm gonna let it slide. He's still my boy. Everton beats Norwich. Ancelotti playing Ancelotti ball, even though it was a 1-0. But we got the dub. Wolves beats Bournemouth thanks to Raul Jimenez goal.
Yep.
Okay. That was number 15, I believe.
Yes.
Newcastle and Aston Villa with the 1-1 draw, a pair of sticks. Man United, Sheffield United, Anthony Martial with the first hat trick since Van Persie for Man United. How long was that, Jay? Like 8 years? Something like that?
Too long, bro.
12 years?
12 years?
Something like 12, yeah.
8 years ago.
8 years, right?
Like
Just
12.
about.
I thought it was, anyways, whatever. And then good old champions Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 4-2-0. Today we had Southampton and Arsenal back in the mix. 2-0 win for Arsenal and the Gunners. Burnley beat Watford 1-0. And Chelsea, the good old blue, beat Man City 2-1. And Fernandinho, stop playing, go to Brazil. That's where you belong. All right, so what are the games we would like to talk about? Justin, would you like to take main stage?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to have the stage to talk about my boys, so I guess we can get right in to that shellacking that was Sheffield United versus Manchester United. With the Spurs game, I believe a few days prior, I didn't know what to expect from this game, really, just because is Pogba going to start with Bruno? What's the attack going to be? Daniel James, are we going to still keep playing Daniel James on that? Are you all right? Okay. Yeah, are we going to keep playing Daniel James on that? He's struggling. Anyways, basically, it's really all good things I can say, man. The football looks really good. One-touch passing, quick moving, Pogba doing Pogba things, Bruno doing Bruno things. But the big takeaway that we should all take away from this, obviously, is Tony Marshall with the hat trick. And I was telling you guys prior to this, I believe yesterday offline, Solskjaer just wants Anthony to improve from his predatory skills, more of like he wants him to be who he is, but he also wants him to get at least maybe 10 or 12 goals right inside the box. Every great striker is able to pick those goals up right in front of the box. That's how they get their they inflate the numbers and whatnot. And all three of those goals, silky as they were, right in the 6-yard box, exactly what Ali wants. Tony's got everything that you need to be a world-class player. I think Ollie's the right man to get it out of him. Obviously, like there's been a lot of criticism with Martial about him being lazy, this, that, and the third. But the kid has talent. You see it. If Martial is going to be scoring tap-ins like that, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Can you zoom in on my face? It is a wrap. Oh, you really did zoom in on my face. It is a wrap. Okay. But Man United are humming right now. Chelsea winning today does kind of put a hindrance on our top 4 plans. So we just got to make sure that we continue to keep playing like this. Pogba and Bruno works. It works. It definitely works. So we need that. I don't have too many criticisms. Again, though, if I do have to find one criticism, it has to be Ollie and the substitutions waiting too long to make the subs, even though we made history by making 5 subs at one time, which was freaking interesting. But it's like I feel as though there could be a way. Pogba is coming back from injury. Rashford's coming back from injury. Make those subs a little bit earlier. The game is in hand. I think right after that 3rd goal, I think he made the subs. Feel like it could have been a little bit earlier. He could have made 1 or 2 changes earlier on. But again, we won 3-0, so I don't want to be too critical of it. I'm just happy with the style of play, happy with the team. And yeah, man, I just feels good to be a United fan right now.
So, wait. So did you? I kind of missed a couple things because you're rolling through it. What did you like about the lineup that Ollie threw out compared to what he threw out against?
Okay, compared to what he threw out against Tottenham, he had Mason Greenwood, who put Mason Greenwood on the right in place of Dan James, and then he put in, I believe, McTominay and Fred came out for Pogba and Matic. Very critical of Matic all season, but he's completely turned into the Matic of old. And I mean, he is out there looking like a Serbian Pirlo right now. And it's allowing Pogba and Bruno to do what they do in midfield. So that midfield dynamic of those 3 was a big improvement. And I think the threat of Mason Greenwood having way more end product than Daniel James was also, a big benefit. Because Daniel James has frightening pace, but his end product still needs work, and his decision making still needs work. Mason Greenwood is basically the reincarnation of Robin van Persie. I would challenge any of you guys to watch clips of Mason Greenwood and Van Persie together. It's ridiculous, and he's just more of a threat than Dan James at this time. Even though he's still younger, he just has more ability than him as far as decision making and finishing. So he was more of a threat. I feel like that front 3 gels more than with Dan. Don't want to take anything away from Dan James. He's been great, but that's what I like about the lineup. Strong midfield, powerful attack, and vice versa. So I like it.
Did you have any issues with his subs or the timing of the subs in this game?
Yeah, as I said earlier, I feel like he could have made a couple of subs at different times instead of waiting so long. But I didn't have any problems with who he took off because you get Martial out of there, you get Rashi out of there. You know, they came back. You get Paul, you get Bruno. You get your key guys out of there. The game's already won. Bring in guys that are on the fringe, Pereira, Mata. Nigerian R9 got some minutes because we're going to be needing him soon. You know, we're going to push for that Europa League title and FA Cup. We're going to need Nigerian R9 firing and fit. There it is right there. You heard it here first. Nigerian R9 Ballon d'Or coming soon as well. I mean, Man United is humming right now, so that's where my confidence stemmed from. It doesn't look like Bagman's going to be coming back for the rest of 2020, which is awesome. It's great, man. Ali, make those subs quicker, though, Pop.
I would agree. Subs have to be a little bit better. So we move on to Arsenal getting back on the winning trail. How do you feel about that, Sal?
Let me pull up my
while you're pulling that up, Sal, how about that
save it. I knew it. You just can't wait sometimes.
It's so, there's just so much Arsenal content.
You know what? Yeah, let's bring that up right now. Let's bring that up right now. Get it out of the way. So as we know, David Luiz has signed a 1-year deal again for Arsenal, making us
shrewd business
banter club again. And God, how many fucking mistakes has he made this whole year? How many fucking goddamn mistakes? I can count them on 2 hands and probably more. And it just frustrates me. I mean, I could take my laptop right now and toss it out the window thinking about it. That's how pissed off I am, because there are so many players out there that you could look for. But yet we're here signing a man whose career got ruined after Brazil lost 7-1. Was it 7-1? Yeah, right? 7-1. Yep.
Yes.
And he just should have retired after that moment. And whoever else was on that team should have probably retired at that moment as well. Because no, maybe.
Not
so.
necessarily.
Oscar scored a goal. Oscar, I'm ashamed that he went to China.
Marcelo is also on that team.
Marcelo, yeah, you're right.
But let's be fair, though. Like, what's strange about it is that David Luiz, there was a time where he was actually a good player, though. Like, he was a good defender.
When he was at PSG, when he was at PSG, he was great. But
there were certain Brazil call-ups that he was fantastic as well, though. So, I just, like you said, man, that Germany game, I think that ruined his life.
Probably has flashbacks and probably walked into that same dressing room with Ozil, probably looking at him like, oh man, it's this fucker all over again. This fucker who burned us all the time, dude. I mean,
what is it though, Saldo? Why not look for a defender that is, even if you don't want to spend money, why not look for somebody on the cheap that maybe has some type of, that's young, maybe that you can develop, or somebody that, I don't know, anybody but him.
I think there's a certain point where, and I think this is before Wenger left there, and I forget the name of the scout that was there at that point, the scout, and then moved up the ranks to I forgot what it was with the players, but once he left, shit just fell out the window. And these massive contracts started going out to players who we knew were good at one point, but then all of a sudden, what the hell are we doing paying a man like Ozil the wages we're paying for when we could have gone out and probably signed some young player, which Arsenal was known for doing before. Going out, getting a young player, developing them, and if they go off and they win titles somewhere else, or they win Champions League somewhere else, which is basically what happened with Arsenal. I mean, how many players can we count that came into Arsenal, then left and won major trophies elsewhere? There's a lot, but it's not like Arsenal didn't win things before. But it's as though that invincible season was sort of a curse at the end.
It's like a
because what have we done? Yeah, right. What have we done? I mean, the FA Cups are there, and what does the FA Cup mean nowadays in the scope of the world game? We don't look at the FA Cup like we used to at least 5-10 years ago, where it was a big trophy that we wanted.
Right.
Now the FA Cup is just,
and that's unfortunate to me, because I when I watch the tournament, I still think the FA Cup is a big deal. Like, to be in it and be able to win it, I still think it's a big deal. So it's unfortunate to hear that, but it's true. Like, the hype around it has really gone down over the years, but I still enjoy it.
yeah. I mean, what is it, 3-4 years that we won our last FA Cup? So it's not like we haven't won anything recently. It's just a bad set of decisions that have led us up to this. And now we're signing David Luiz for a 1-year deal when Thomas Partey over there at Atletico Madrid wants to come over, yet we're probably not going to give him the 50 million that he wants. And hello, fucking Cronkies, fucking screwing us over, and we're giving money to Sorors who came over from
I just want to apologize, man. You guys did win today, so I think you should just go into talking about that win, because I got more heat for you later too. So
it was a good win. I mean, Eddie Nikita, again, young product coming up and scoring, great goal, and then we had Willock as well scoring. I mean, the young talent at Arsenal is doing well.
Right, they've got some kids that are balling right now over there.
Yeah, I mean, Martinelli's doing well. Saka's looking like he's going to sign another contract. So we have the talent, but what is Arteta doing with the talent? And it's just like Ollie. I'm not going to give him any flack until we have a year, and he has at least a transfer window or two to really go with it.
Fair.
Because he's got players that Wenger signed and players that Emery signed. And Emery style, I don't know what Emery style was with the team. I mean, yes, he led them all the way to the final with Europa, but come on. I mean, I'm going to reserve my hopes for next season. At least a season without Europe will probably wipe the slate clean. I mean, and I look at Wolves. I look at, like Wolves, like Sheffield United, teams that don't play, but somehow they're moving up. Leicester as well. I mean, they're moving up as well. But why? They had time to focus. But now, if some of these teams get into Europe, we'll see if they can deal with the 3 games in 4 days type of deal. And that's what I look at Arsenal. They can't do that. Yes, it's a good win, and Southampton has been doing extremely well, but it's Southampton at the end of the day. We haven't beat a top 6 team in God knows since when.
Not away from home. It's been a long time.
It's true.
When's the next time you guys play a top 6 team?
I think we're done playing top 6 teams. I think we are. I'll let you know right now.
Like, what is it? Like?
So we play Sheffield United next, and then in July,
play Norwich July 1st.
We play Tottenham. We play Tottenham and Liverpool.
Okay, so they got a couple of matches that do you know if those are home and away or away?
The Liverpool one is home, and then the Tottenham is away. But again, against Spurs, Arsenal has been great against Spurs, so I'm not gonna say shit. Fuck Spurs.
Oh God, Sal.
All right. So do you have any more trolls for the guy Sal here, Jay? Or should we move on to the last game?
Oh man. Hold on. Let me get my Ferguson wine.
He needs the vino.
Mm-hmm. No, I just really wanted to see his face, because we type a lot, but I wanted to see his face when I asked him about David Luiz, because when I saw that, I thought it was a joke. Like, all respect to him because he's had a good career, but I literally thought it was a joke. Especially after that nonsense where he just got that red card, bro, and he flopped the game before that. Like, and I saw that, and it was just like, they're so happy to announce that we have signed David Luiz to a 1-year extensions. Danny Ceballos, a loan extension. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are not big,
let's be fair.
lucrative moves, though.
Ceballos is only until the end of the season. Of this season. It's not, so
right, but he's falling off, though. He's falling off, bro. Listen, I'm just saying, I thought he should be starting week in and week out. I thought he proved that before. Then, I don't know, Arteta came in, that he was shuffling around. You don't see him. You see him. Somebody gets injured early. I forgot who got injured in the game early. Then he had Ceballos. Man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then Ceballos had to come on. I mean, right now he's just an enigma, bro. I don't know if he's fire, if he's not fire. Is he Madrid-esque or is he Arsenal-esque? I mean, again, I will always go back to when he said that Arsenal and Madrid, there's no difference. I rest my case. No more trolling.
He's one of the best midfield players today for Arsenal. So
yeah, I feel you. He also compared Arsenal to Real Madrid. Done.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with what he's doing on the field.
Done. Nope. It has to do with his mentality. So
here's what I'm gonna say. If he does move,
he has to get favor with the fans. Though.
I hear you, but if you're okay with you being a Madrid fan, if you're okay with that psychological thinking, then I don't know what to tell you, bro.
It's not about being okay. It's understanding where he's coming from.
Nah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not. You know, if you're gonna come over, you better come over and you bring your A game. I mean, I understand if you get injured at some point and you need to get your physical attributes back up after that injury. But if week in and week out you're not showing in training, then what are they gonna do?
Listen, I don't know. What do you think, Sal? Do you want to keep him permanently, Ceballos?
It's a hard call, man. I mean, and he doesn't want to stay. I mean, he's made it clear that he doesn't want to stay and he wants to go back to Spain. So I'd rather him go back to Spain. If a player doesn't want to stay, then you know what? By all means, go. Yeah, leave. I mean, he wants to play at either Valencia or at Betis, and if he does well over there, then great. That's good for him. But if he doesn't think the Premier League is good for him, then go on, take your leave. Just don't be Angel Di Maria and then start saying, you know, the Premier League in England is shit, and I didn't want to be there.
Well, if he goes back to La Liga, he's most likely going to go to Real Betis, where he's from. So he's a Sevillano from Andalusia. He'll probably most likely go to Real Betis. Or he'll tell Real Madrid to get him there some way, somehow, basically.
Yeah.
So the last game, we'll go. Should we even go over? Or should we just move over to Serie A?
What last game?
Manchester and Chelsea.
Oh, I don't know, big guy. You're wearing a Chelsea jersey. What you talk about?
Yeah, you talk about it.
I talk about it. I didn't even watch the game.
Oh my God!
In the truck.
Hey man, let's just talk about Pulisic taking his chances and running with him. Big shout out to Christian Pulisic. I'll take that, even though we needed Chelsea to kind of lose that game. Well, the Galaxy needed Chelsea to kind of lose that game to try to prolong the end of the world as long as possible. Again, we're not going to talk about that. But shout out to the entire Galaxy, not the LA Galaxy, the Galaxy that we live in.
Galaxy,
yeah. So, Captain America normally would protect the Galaxy, but this time he sought to its destruction. So it's kind of weird.
With a beautiful goal, I mean,
fantastic.
Got past those defenders, got past Ederson. Woof.
He needs to be starting week in and week out for that Chelsea team.
Yeah.
I will say this though, it's just one title.
The title of what? What movie were you talking about? What title?
Never mind.
No. I missed it. Sorry.
We don't consider these titles.
These guys are delusional. Liverpool won the title for the first time in the Premier League.
What?
You see,
This is 1989? What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
I know that they won like 4-0 recently, but
it's one title. Everybody would be okay.
What title, bro? To title of what? I'm missing the part.
Premier League title.
What movie is that? Premier League title.
So we go on to Serie A because Justin's being an idiot. So I'll take it away. Serie A, my man.
So let's go through the games that mattered yesterday, Wednesday. So we had Inter Milan and Sassuolo playing, and Inter started the game hot like they always do. Conte's got his Man United B squad running perfectly fine, but as Man United used to do with these players, for some reason, they let that score slip away. So it went from 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and all of a sudden in the span of 8 minutes, Domenico Berardi with a penalty, and I'm probably gonna get your name wrong, but Giangiacomo Magani at the 89th minute, making it 3-3. And you should have seen Conte's face at that moment, looking like he was gonna murder someone. And that whole squad is probably listening to him right now, still yelling, screaming, because that is points that he did not want to drop, and it sets up for Atalanta, Lazio, and Roma, Sampdoria, with Roma winning 2-1. Of course, Edin Dzeko, the captain, scoring 2 beautiful goals. If you haven't seen him, go watch him. One was a volley that came to him, and he just perfectly in the net. The other one, same thing. I'll get to the title race afterwards, and how the points stack. But the game of the day, and if you have ESPN Plus, go and watch the game. I mean, it is back and forth. 5 goals. Atalanta scoring 3, Lazio 2. Lazio, I think, thought they had it. They had the own goal from Atalanta first within 5 minutes of the game, and I was watching TV like, oh, God. I'm sorry for you, Atalanta. I'm sorry. But Atalanta showing why they are probably the best team to watch in all of Europe. 3-2. Now for the title race. That means Juve are now up 4 points because of Lazio dropping. Can Lazio make it up? We still got plenty of time. The other one was Inter, who dropped points. They're at 58 points, Atalanta at 54, and Roma at 48, which means that Roma does have a chance to climb up into a Champions League spot.
I'm sorry, man.
So Atalanta is looking pretty primo going into Champions League coming up in a month or later?
Yep.
July, right?
Yeah,
July.
August.
Oh, August. Okay. Well, we're almost there. So yeah, a month. So our prediction of Lazio winning the title is basically up to them winning out and beating Juventus. So
so Juve would have to drop 2 games.
Well, wouldn't necessarily have to drop 1. No, because it'll still be 1 point. Yeah.
So can our prediction still come true? Yes, it can. I mean, there's still plenty of games, and they're playing until the end of July. Well, really, there's still a lot of games
The
to
one
be
thing that
left.
basically messed it all up was Inter Milan with that.
Yeah. So they could be seeing Europa League football next year, which I'll say it right now, they end up in 5th. And it's Atalanta and Roma that end up in 3 and 4.
How badly did that draw hurt them?
Inter are 4 points ahead of 4 points ahead of Atalanta, and then 10 points ahead of Roma. But Inter have been dropping points. They haven't won a game in the last 5-6 matches.
It's been a while.
And if they keep
before lockdown,
Didn't they just win 2-1? They just beat 2-1. Romelu Lukaku scored.
Oh yeah. You're right. So before then, they were on a kind of.
It's just unfortunate that they ended up tying against Sassuolo.
I'll still stay with my prediction. They'll be in Europa place next year. They'll be in 5th.
I see them in Champions League. I'm gonna call it.
They'll stay in 5th. I think Roma wants it more.
Roma can want it more, but 10 points behind. That's a big
gap, and it's late too.
There's still games. They're playing until the end. I believe in Roma. I believe they can make it up.
Has relegation changed at all in this league?
What's up?
Has relegation changed in this league whatsoever?
Not really.
No.
Not really. It is still. Oh no, yeah, it has. Well, not really. I mean, Genoa and Lecce are even at 25, but the goal differential is 4 goals. So it's Spal and Brescia are still sitting. So it's between Genoa and Lecce at this point.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like Ronaldo might be on his way to his second consecutive Serie A title.
Mm-hmm.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Right.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
All right. So is that pretty much it for Italia?
Pretty much, yeah.
Justin, can you conclude us with Serie A with a nice sip of vino?
Absolutely. Andrea Pirlo style.
Okay, let's get it. Oh, there you go.
There it is.
You're about to get a freaking 6 out of 10 on that sip.
What? Did you see the extension on that pinky, bro?
Yeah. If we had like onomatopoeias right now to throw on the screen, it would have been like boing, straight, crisp. You know what I'm saying? But
The sound effects soon come. Sound effects.
Yeah, we're not that fancy yet. We'll get there. Just bear with us, guys. So now we travel over to the most competitive league this season, as I've stated before. There is no champion so early yet. Right?
What does he keep talking about? Champions and titles.
I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. Only champion I know is
you guys
Bayern.
can act deaf all you want. It's actuality. It's
he says something wrong with his liver. I keep hearing that his liver is like your liver's in your stool. I don't understand. Did you shit out your liver? It's weird.
Pretty much.
I don't know what he's saying.
You a picture on Twitter DM.
That's weird.
So Tuesday, La Liga action continued after me and Sal jumped off on Monday night. Via the lead and Getafe, a 1-1 tie. Getafe, come on, man, wake up already. You're starting to piss me off now. Levante, Atletico de Madrid. Atletico de Madrid got lucky and played Simeone ball for the 1-0 victory. And then Barcelona, the coveted favorite by La Liga, wins 1-0 against Athletic Club de Bilbao with a 1-0. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah, 1-0 victory. What was it yesterday? Wednesday?
Yep.
Alves and Osasuna 1-0. I believe I called that the other day. And then Celta de Vigo, Real Sociedad. Celta de Vigo continues to run away from relegation zone, and they get the 1-0 victory. I believe that was at Anoeta as well. So Real Sociedad losing 2 straight at home. That's kind of interesting. Real Madrid, the best club in the world, wins 2-0 thanks to Vinicius and Ramos against Mallorca, sitting in relegation. Today we had Eibar beating Valencia 1-0. Man, that totally shakes things up. And Real Betis 1-0 victory over the Parakeets, Espanyol de Barcelona. The standings, Real Madrid's in first. They continue in first. 68 points. Barcelona 68 as well. But as I will mention always until the end, we have the tiebreaker. Atletico de Madrid continues to keep their position in third place. Sevilla is in fourth with 53. Atletico de Madrid, by the way, is 55. Getafe sliding down the table from basically I think they were in fourth. So they're in fifth now with 49. So that gap is just continuing to increase between them and the top 4 and getting into Champions League, which they were right when the suspension of La Liga picked back up. So that's kind of disappointing to see for them to go to Europa League 2 years in a row, and they had the best chance I think they ever had to make it into the Champions League spot. Villarreal sits in 6th with 48. Real Sociedad not getting any points in the last 2 games, sits in 7th with 47 points. And Valencia losing didn't help. They would have jumped into the Europa League spot with a win today, and they're stuck in 8th with 46 points. The relegation, which has been the hot topic in this league, Mallorca is still in 18th with 26, Leganés in 19 with 25, Espanyol letting me down in 20th with 24 points.
I think they're gone, bro.
They're gone, yeah.
They're gone. I know you were hoping, but
you were hoping. Yeah, I was about to say that.
After losing to Real Betis today, I have waved the white flag, and it's sad to see them go. Eibar made a 6-point gap between them and Mallorca with that 1-0 victory at Valencia. And like I said, Celta de Vigo is now 7 points away from relegation. So they're just piling on those wins, and they're saying, nope, not this year. We're not going down. But I believe last season they were in the same predicament of almost being in relegation and just getting the hell out of there late in the season. So they're basically repeating what they did last season. But I'm glad to see that they're not, at least between them and Espanyol, I rather Celta de Vigo stays.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I got a quick question. Who's captain at your club, prospective club, can score a beautiful free kick like my boy Sergio Ramos? Can Maguire do that yet?
I've never seen him take a free kick. I mean, he can shoot. I've seen him shoot some bangers though this season. So I mean, but free kick, I don't know.
No.
I'm not going to compare Harry Maguire to Sergio Ramos. That would be foolish.
But yeah, so the boy Sergio Ramos has 8 goals on the season, his most ever in La Liga. The guy continues to amaze us, even though he's I believe 33, 34.
He's a goal scorer though. This dude has more goals than a lot of some of people's favorite players and legends.
He has
more goals than Iniesta for sure.
Yeah, he has at least 122 goals
in
La Liga, I believe.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. Not in La Liga, but all time, I guess. Yeah, the man scores. Vinicius, it was good to see him score again. Beautiful play, nice little chip. And the one thing I didn't like about the lineup is just that we had Hazard playing behind, I believe. Was it Hazard playing behind? It was like Modric, Federico, and Hazard. And then we had Vini, Benzi, and Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would put Hazard on the right and then just stack the midfield a little bit more. I missed the German not being there. Modric had a hell of a game though. So it's always good to see that even the older he gets, I feel like the better he gets. Federico is known now to be a good backup to Casemiro, even though he's more, I feel like sometimes he could be more attacking. But at the end of the day, we won. We got 3 points. Courtois gets in a clean sheet, and we're in first. And now you can go ahead, Sal.
So how do you respond to ESPN and all these other news outlets that are saying VAR and the referees are siding with Madrid?
So what's being said right there, boy?
Okay, so if they want to talk about VAR, please talk to VAR about Messi stomping on an athletic club player, and then early in the season stomping on a Real Sociedad player, and not one yellow card, not one talk, not one nothing. VAR should be looking at things like that too. I don't get it. What did VAR help us with this in this last game? It's just PK likes to run his mouth, and I despise that motherfucker so much. I really do. I don't like him. I wish I had enough what they call clout on Twitter so that he would respond to me, because I would have some nice things to say to him as well.
Just type it out like I do. Just type it out. They'll see it eventually.
And so he's the one that really started it all. And then I guess the rest of the team in La Liga have been picking up on it, because Valencia today had a little tweet, something about VAR with Gonzalo Guedes' face. And I feel bad for Gonzalo because maybe he didn't say anything about it, but he's the poster boy for that tweet by Valencia's social media, Twitter person or relations PR person. ESPN, Barcelona is the New England Patriots of La Liga. So anything that goes against them is just, everybody has to make a big deal about it. They don't like to see us in first, so they're just crying, and I'm happy with that. Take it away, Jay.
Are all the Clásicos done this season?
Yes.
Damn it.
And they didn't win either one of them.
Oh, so this is fantastic.
One more would have been great.
Oh, we could still possibly get one in the Champions League. Anything's still possible.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. Yeah. I mean,
first we
the
had to
odds
beat Man City, so
the odds of beating City are probably higher now.
if we stay healthy, I can see us, and if we don't play Bell, I can see us.
I hope they don't drop the ball on that, man.
But the way that we lost to them at home,
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of scandalous. But people says that we beat Bayern in a scandalous way a billion times, and that's why the only reason we three-peated and so on and so forth. And
there's always an excuse.
The penalty against Juventus wasn't a penalty, and they should have beat us. Whatever, dude. Like, it's always something. People don't like to see us on top. They're waiting. They're always waiting for something bad to happen to us, so they have all the room in the world to talk. But it doesn't happen. We're the best club in the world. But yes, like I said, Messi deserves a red card. Does anybody agree with me? No, I'm the only one.
Oh, I mean, I've don't you're preaching to the choir, bro. I don't even want to talk about that guy.
I was looking for a tweet by La Liga yesterday. They had like when La Liga was coming back from suspension, they put like this tweet, and it was like a cartoon picture of Messi looking like a goat over a mountain top or something, and like the rest of the league is looking at him. I was just like, I was gonna retweet it with a comment and be like, this is why he doesn't get a red card. Because it's just
I see the Valencia post that you said. Kind of sad, man.
Oh yeah, you
the
saw
Valencia one. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, God damn.
What did they say? What did they say?
It's embarrassing. It's purely embarrassing, is what it is. I don't know why, like the public relations people.
Can somebody read the tweet for me, please?
What did they say? I didn't.
I just took it off right now, man. Yeah, dude. I'm looking. I was just on.
After this recording, I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
I'm like, why? I'm like, who in the office like agreed to that? You know, it's like,
yeah,
the team should just stay quiet, let the media talk. Really.
Yeah, the whole league is talking about it, and then even on another note, Real Madrid is getting less rest period in one of the upcoming match weeks. Like we get I think it was 60 hours of rest, and Barcelona gets 120. So tell me who the league is favoring, or VAR or whatever. Like everything is against us, and we just have to win. And it's a final every time we play now, and that's why every time Barca plays, we hope the other team just comes with a miracle. Because
you're right. Because in July it's 7-2, 7-5, and 7-8. Damn, those games are coming fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to come down to the wire then, that league, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And because also when Simeone plays Barcelona, he's just going to bend over and take in an ass. He's not even gonna try because he knows he has third place in lock, and he's like, if I beat Barca, what is that gonna do for me? He's like, oh, we give Madrid the title. He's like, nope, bends over, and lets Barca do what Barca wants. So that's that, and that was La Liga presented by Chelsea.
La Liga Santander.
Okay, this is what you've been waiting for. Everybody, I'm just going to forewarn you. If you got this far, brace yourself.
It's not even that serious.
That's what he says. You'll be able to.
Well, it's been a long time. Again, I think May 9th was the last time I was on. And you guys know that FieldTalk just has a segment called What's Being Said, where I scour the social media and, find out things that are being said that may pertain to the guys here at FieldTalk and try to get some type of reaction and stuff like that. And like I said, I've been away for a long time, so there's a lot of things that I could choose from. But I chose one particular thing, and I'm going to get reactions from all of us. It's interesting. And before I do this, I'd like to say, again, we've made a lot of friends throughout FieldTalk. Tommy C or Say. We need to find out what that is because I don't want to pronounce my man's name wrong. A great guy, More Than a Game podcast. We've also made friends everywhere else. A Young Leg. He's also a friend of the show. And he is actually where I want to start. So what's being said? There's only one what's being said tonight. I tweeted a couple of days ago about how I missed FieldTalk. It's been a long time since I've been on FieldTalk. And A Young Leg proceeded to tweet that he doesn't miss Field Talk because the only person that he likes on the show is Sal Talks Soccer. So that's what's being said. Sal, since you're the only favorite here, I'd like to start with you. Then I'd go to the boss, and then I'll go ahead and give my personal reaction to what Young Leg is saying. So you go ahead, Sal. What do you think about that?
I'm just a shooting coach for his FIFA career. That's all I am. So I just go tell him how to shoot, and then, hey, I mean, I'm there. I'm doing my duties as a coach. You know, I'm seeing more. That's why. I mean, Justin has has his excuse. You know, it's a real excuse, though. He's working. I mean, he's working late nights. I mean, come on. Mario went on vacation. I mean, he was off, enjoying the world, the United States, with a mask.
Yeah. So Benzi, how do you feel not being liked on your own podcast?
It's fine. I'll be okay. I know it's. I don't know how serious he was about it, but it is what it is. You know, I know he
was.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I believe he's more on the joking because I did kind of brush him off on playing online with him. So I feel until I make that up, I don't get back on Young Leg's good side. That's what I would go with.
Okay. And for me, finally with me, first of all, just like I said, Young Leg, I really vibe with Young Leg. He's a cool dude. But again, he did come on Field Talk and call Man United a small club, and I let that ride. You know, that's crazy. But anyway, Young Leg, you know, I'm always gonna be Field Talk just, bro. Are you always gonna be a young leg? I mean, there's a time where you'll be a middle-aged leg, an old leg, and a dead leg. So, you know, those are things that can happen. You know what I mean? And it's all love, bro. But calling Man United is a small club, that's just, you know, that's blasphemy. Can't let that happen. Hey, but we're definitely gonna get on that war zone though soon. Obviously, Benzi's out here running scared, not representing the team like he should. So that's when Field Talk just gonna have to step in. But yeah, that's what's being said. Apparently, you know, Young Leg, he don't like us. So, you know, I'm waiting on that old leg, dead leg scenario.
But if you want a dub, you call me up. Don't call Jess up because
Hey man, I'm accurate in real life. That's what matters. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what's being said. Shout out Young Leg, 2 Foot Talk, all that good stuff.
So yeah, we made it to 50. How do you guys feel about making it to 50?
Fantastic. I didn't think we would make it past 3, to be honest. So 50, great.
Yeah, I mean, we're here, we're rolling. I mean, to another 150, 250, 650, 1050. I mean, hopefully the next time we see what happened this year in the Premier League happens in 30 years.
Right. I would not mind another 30 years. Wait, what happened in the Premier League?
Chelsea winning.
Joke.
Oh, yeah, Chelsea beat Man City today.
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen for another 30 years.
Yeah, I guess they could draw a couple times too.
Yeah.
It's weird.
How would you draw a title?
Why does he keep talking? Sal, what title, bro?
What are you?
I don't understand.
I mean, the universe does not, you know,
this guy's trolling.
We're wondering what's going on.
We're on live, man. Don't troll on live.
I know we're on live, but the joke is old. It's been in the garbage for like 30 minutes now.
I have no idea what's happening, folks.
All right. So, anyways, we reached 50, and for some reason, they want to piss me off today. So I don't know what's going on. But thank you guys for sticking with us through 49, and welcome to the Big 5-0. We will throw another 50 out plus more. And I think this month we've thrown over like 50 videos already, it feels like. And it's all thanks to football being back, and we're excited, and we have the whole summer. This summer we don't have a break. I remember always talking with people like, "Oh, why is soccer always on all the time?" It's like, what's the problem?
Right. Why is that bad?
Like, we're here to enjoy it. It's the best sport in the world. It brings us together, us three, and we get to talk about it, and you guys get to listen to us talk about it, and hopefully enjoy us talking about it. So if you stuck through 50, you must enjoy it. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking with us, and hope you guys enjoyed this show. I wish we had like cool sound effects at the moment where we could just do crazy things and all that stuff, but maybe in the next 50,
we do have,
when we hit 100,
we do have cool sound effects. We got a DJ and we got me. Episode 50 in the books. You know what it is, guys. Field Talk 2020, content. And you also know what else to do. Follow at FieldTalk _Benzi, at South Talk Soccer, at FieldTalk just _ on the Twitter. Catch us on Instagram at FieldTalk _ and on Twitter at FieldTalk Podcast, or FieldTalk Pod, I should say. Episode 50 in the books.
Thank you, Jess. Always a pleasure to have that outro. So thank you guys for being here. Have a good evening, rest of your night, rest of your afternoon or morning, whenever you listen to us. Like always, we appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And until the next one, we'll see you. I have no idea what I'm hearing right now, but it's making my ears bleed. So I will see you guys on the next one.